So, how can we make use of supply side policies to achieve our various macroeconomic objectives, and how has supply side policies got to do with macroeconomic objectives? So, we know we have four major macroeconomic objectives: low and stable rate of inflation, sustained economic growth, a favorable balance of payment position, and full employment level. These are your four types of macroeconomic objectives that any government would want to achieve. So how would we look at supply side policies in relation to these macroeconomic objectives? Now first, let's look at low and stable rate of inflation. Now if an economy was experiencing demand pull inflation because of an increase in AD while the economy is operating at full or near to full employment level, right, so when you are at near full employment level, say you were previously at 80, you move on to 81, now you're at full employment level. So if you're at full employment level, then your prices will be quite high. Now, instead of just trying to bring AD down from 81 to 80 to actually deal with the inflation, an alternative you can consider is to actually shift your LRAS to the right, which can be done so using supply side policies. So your supply side policies can actually shift LRAS to the right, bringing prices back down to here. So bringing prices down from here to here. Right, so this is one way that you can actually achieve a low and stable rate of inflation using supply side policies. Supply side shocks can also cause an increase in cost of production, which will lead to cost push inflation. So when we carry out supply side policies, what you are trying to do is actually try to reduce the impact of the increase in cost of production. Next, let's look at sustained economic growth. Trying to achieve sustained economic growth requires you to both increase your actual growth and potential growth, because let's look here at this diagram. When your AD increases from 80 to 81, your prices doesn't go up, your output goes up. When 81 increases to 82, you see that prices go up from P0 to P2, but your output still goes up from Y1 to Y2. But when 82 goes to 83, you realize that when your prices go up quite tremendously, and you still see a little bit of economic growth. But once you have reached 83, you can't actually increase 80 any further. There will not be any economic growth any further from 83. Because what's going to happen when you shift 83 to the right, what you're going to experience is just inflation and no growth at all. So at some point, there will only be inflation and economic growth cannot be sustained. So if you think about it, if you want to try to sustain economic growth, you can't simply just keep increasing AD. At some point, you're going to hit a bottleneck, which is here. And if you hit the bottleneck, what you can do is actually to shift LRAS to the right so that you can continue to achieve economic growth. And in this case, we say that supply side policies can help us to shift LRAS to the right. So for economic growth to be sustained, an increase in aggregate demand must be accompanied by an increase in long-run aggregate supply, which can be done through supply-side policies. Now, in trying to achieve full employment, let's look at both structural unemployment and cyclical unemployment, which are issues that prevent you from achieving full employment level. Now, when we have structural unemployment, remember structural unemployment is due to a mismatch of skills and the jobs available in the economy. So if we carry out supply side policies, what we want to do is to try to upgrade and retrain the workers. We want to improve the skill sets of those who are unemployed, to match the skill sets of what is required in the economy. And as for cyclical unemployment, it is usually due to a fall in aggregate demand, but supply side policies can also be used to drive demand. So for example, if you want to carry out supply side policies to improve the quality of the labor force, it can help to attract investments, therefore increasing aggregate demand. And lastly, to achieve a favorable balance of payment position, remember that an unfavorable balance of payment position can be due to a worsening current account or worsening capital account. If you're having a worsening current account and your current account mainly measures inflow and outflow from trade, then supply side policies will be to try to improve the quality or quantity of exports sold so that you can improve export competitiveness, so that you can have more export revenue because demand for exports will increase, leading to a more favorable balance of payment position. If your balance of payment is not favorable because of a worsening capital account, then what we can do is that if your outflow of investment exceeds your inflow, then supply side policies could be to try to focus on attracting foreign direct investments. Like for example, if you try to improve the quality of your workforce, improve your infrastructure, it could attract more foreign direct investments to come in.